Sky Boxing started before me, back in sort of 1989, 1991 sort of time, the first Tyson-Bruno fight. But yeah, I've been there since '94, so it's been quite some journey. I've seen a lot of fighters come and go.
How important would you say throughout that journey having Olympians? Obviously, the recent 2021 Tokyo Olympics, you've got most of them on Sky Sports Boxing now.
I think quality is paramount in this business, in this industry. Yes, sometimes you get a fighter like Nassim Hamid, who didn't go to the Olympics, was a great junior standout. Ricky Hatton, great sort of ABA champion and did everything here, but went professional early. Occasionally you get fighters like that who break the mold. But mostly, if you're a great Olympian, you'll end up being a pretty good pro, more often than not a world champion. And I think I've looked carefully at the Olympics and the amateurs in the last sort of 3 cycles really. I was lucky enough to work with Savannah Marshall for a few years at Sky, mentoring her when she just came out of the Olympic cycle, and she was looking to she was an amateur still, but looking to turn pro at some point. So I got to know quite a lot of the team at Team GB. Obviously, AJ, trained alongside them a lot as well. And I think what Rob McCracken and the guys and girls in Sheffield have done has been miraculous, really. I think not only have they produced fantastic boxers or taken talent and made them shine, but they've also got a great system up there. They get their nutrition, they get their conditioning, they get their physio, they get their psychotherapy, they get help on mental and physical health, and they get they're surrounded by the elite and the best, and you see them come out and they communicate really well. They're shining, and I think that it was very important with Tokyo being the best ever and having the best hall to really get into the Olympics and go and see them beforehand, which we did. I went to see them before even we had the deal with Ben Shalom, and afterwards I said to Ben, look, when they go to Tokyo, I expect a great deal of them to medal, and we drew up a list, and I said these are the ones that I think we should really go after. Galal Yafai, I think, made the right decision actually to go to Eddie for a number of reasons, but we were in the fight and the battle for Galal, but it was very professional. He thanked us for our interest, and that was great, and we wished him well, and I'm sure Galal will become a world champion of that, I've no doubt, but I'm very, very pleased that we've landed Fraser Clark, the captain of Team GB, the heavyweight, the one with huge charisma. He's going to be fantastic for us in mentoring young fighters coming through and trying to achieve his own dream of becoming world heavyweight champion. You've already seen him as a pundit, as a commentator, as an analyst. He just fits and ticks so many boxes for us, Fraser. We got Fraser. Karis and Lauren were a personal thing for me. I said to Ben, I want them. I think they're the power couple of sport going forward. We saw them at the Boxing Riders the other night. They just are fantastic, and I think we're going to have so much fun with them. And I think there is no limit to where they can go. So really important. John Wish and the team had already got Caroline very early on, Caroline Dubois, and I believe Caroline is going to transcend boxing. So we had one almost in the bank there, and so talented. And it was actually quite easy, that negotiation. Fraser was tough, the girls were tough, and Ben Whittaker was very tough. But you know what? You've got to have these fights. You've got to pay the money for quality. And for us at Sky, it's about looking forward. It's about getting the best young talent. I've just seen Shannon Ryan come in. I've just seen Ebony Jones. I look all around me, and the boxer talent pool is fantastic. They haven't all been Olympic, had that experience in the amateur game. You look at Georgia O'Connor and others, around. They don't. They're all going to make their own way. But I think it's very, very important to get that elite quality. So we've done the signings. We've won that battle, I think. But look, it's about us. It's about our business. It's about Boxer and Sky. We've had a year together now. We know each other that bit more. We've got great fight nights coming up. Lauren's turning pro June the 11th. Can't wait for that. Karis is turning pro June the 25th. We've got Adam Azim back on that. Night of the Young Guns. We've got the 2 tournament winners. So we've had great tournaments. And now we're taking Corey Gibbs and Dylan Chima, and we're doing what we said. We're giving them the contracts, giving them the Sky platform. Are they going to go as far as some of these Olympians I've mentioned? I don't know. But everyone's got an opportunity now. Opportunity from grassroots level to the top of boxing. And I tell you what, some of these guys and girls are going to come through and become real stars of the sport. Who? If you tell me and look at that list, I couldn't tell you exactly, and neither could you. But I tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun finding out. And I'm very pleased, whereas DAZN got a huge stable, BT, Matchroom, and that huge talent, a huge competition out there, and great fights on different channels is fantastic for the fans. But I'm very pleased with the young fighters we've got, who I believe on this Sky platform, with the arsenal we've got and all the other sports and the entertainment world and everything up to Sky Glass now that's, you know, generating and evolving in the Sky Comcast world, that these fighters who've chosen Boxer and Sky are going to be in for a hell of a ride, a hell of a lot of publicity and eyeballs. You add to that our great deal with Top Rank, who are providing those 2 phenomenal fights in June and have already given us wonderful, wonderful action over the last year. I'm pretty pleased to how we've coped with what happened last summer, and we're in a really good position. So let's look forward. Let's get on to what is going to happen and what we're going to, because the proof is what fights we put on and how we build these stars.